One. We're outside the Staples Center. We're actually joined now by Cowboy, a friend of Nipsey's who was inside for the memorial.
This is another interview Cowboy did, like shortly after he did that first one that I posted in my last video. If you ain't seen that, go check that one out. I'll try to put the link in the description when I got time.
Thanks for being here, Cowboy. As I understand, you said you were actually there at the Marathon clothing store the night that Nipsey got shot. What can you tell us about that night, and what do you remember?
Just a lot of emotions going on. The whole city's erupted. We all been in.
Yeah, it was a lot of emotions, but if we want to be real, we ain't see too many emotions coming from you. But like I said, that's being real.
Tears, mourning, Nipsey. Ever since that day, it's just been like an endless dream, a nightmare, But there's a lot of good that's been coming out of it. A lot of peace in the city. The LAPD, they've been there for us. The Muslims, they've been there for us. The city council members that came down. The city, everybody, the whole city, everybody's been supportive.
All them higher power people been supportive, huh?
So, do you mind me asking where exactly you were that night that the shooting happened?
Well, I was talking to Nipsey from the time he got to that parking lot. I was out there talking to him. I had just got my food, and I left to the break room to put my food down.
So you had already got your food. All right.
For a short minute amount of time, and that's when
I thought you was going to get your food, and that's when it had happened. I don't know.
When the guy came up and shot him.
So when you came back, Nipsey was
on the ground, and the guy was breaking up out of there. So I ran straight to Nipsey and held him, make sure he was breathing. He was still breathing. He had a bullet hole right here. I kept my hand in that right there. He had one right here. He was fighting.
So you did touch Nipsey while he was on the ground? Because I don't know, I just didn't see. But I did hear that you had changed your clothes like multiple times, but I can't confirm that or deny that. You know what I'm saying? But I was just putting together my videos from, you know what I'm saying, when the shit first happened, not too long after it happened. And it was like, I just couldn't see no blood on you, bro. I was just thinking like, damn, did you even do something? But according to you, you did. But go ahead.
He fought. You can see he fighting. He wasn't trying to go nowhere. He was fighting. He fought the whole way up until the ambulance came and got him. He fought. He's a fighter.
And what were you telling him in those moments that you were holding him and making sure he was there?
I was basically just praying.
I was telling them, stay focused. I was telling them, do the shit that they do in the movie. I was doing the shit they do in the movies.
Praying.
That's your own words.
Praying, and his eyes started to roll back a little bit. I said, wake up, and he kind of snapped back out of it. Like he was kind of losing consciousness and coming back. So I say he was fighting. He's just constantly fighting for it. So I just prayed, and I shaking him, and telling him, wake up, stay up. So he was fighting.
Cowboy, you said that you were there talking to Nipsey, so obviously you guys had some kind of relationship prior to what? Tell me about the impact that Nipsey had on your life and in your relationship with Nipsey.
Well, Nipsey, he was a friend. And then at times he was like a dad. He'd give me advice. I would give him advice. With us, the whole team, everybody's equal. It was no big me, little you. Everybody on the team, from the smallest job. I don't care what you did for the team. You got treated. Nipsey treated everybody equal. I didn't care what you did. If you was a bum on the street, he didn't care. He would give you his time. If he was working, he would do his work. But if he had time, and he would give it to anybody.
I know that Nipsey obviously spent a lot of time over at Marathon, and certainly in that square at Crenshaw and Slauson. Is that a place you call home as well?
Yes. Every morning we meet up and we do shift change. We drink his tea. He drinks the green tea. And, I gave up cigarettes this year. I gave up coffee. So I started drinking tea. So every morning we drink our tea or whatever. And he'd go to the studio and I start work.
That's the first time I ever seen Cowboys, you know what I'm saying, really, you know what I'm saying, like, show some type of emotion. And I saw a little bit of happiness when he was just explaining that. I'm going to give you that, Cowboy.
You know, so many of us only know him as this artist, you know, or a community activist. You obviously have a very personal connection to him. What's one thing we'd be surprised?
And that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Stopping smoking and coffee and all that, and starting to drink tea. You know what I'm saying?
Surprised to know about Nip, the human, your friend.
I mean, he was just down to earth. Just his sense of humor. You know what I mean? The way he had fun. You know, they had water fights. They'd be in hotels tearing up stuff. You know, just the kid aspect.
I wouldn't be telling nobody that would be in the hotels tearing up stuff. Come on now, dog.
Making him, like I said, the fact that he never changed, no matter what, no matter how much money he got, no matter how famous he got, he never changed.
That's something he always said in his music too, about being present and remembering your humble beginnings as well. Yeah. Cowboy, thank you so much for chatting with us, man, and all the best. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you
so much. Thank you. Yeah, I think I might be doing a live later on about Cowboy. I think so. We got to look at Cowboy some more. Yeah. I don't know what to say about Cowboy.
Staples Center. We're actually joined now by Cowboy, a friend of Nipsey's who was inside for the memorial. Thanks for being here, Cowboy. As I understand, you said you were actually there at the Marathon clothing store the night that Nipsey got shot. What can you tell us about that night, and what do you remember?
Just a lot of emotions going on. The whole city erupted. We've all been in tears, mourning Nipsey. Ever since that day, it's just been like an endless dream, you know, a nightmare.
You know,
there's a lot of good that's been coming out of it. A lot of peace in this.
I don't know. We finna look into this shit later. I think I might be doing a live on Cowboy. Just look at everything this nigga done said.